Happy Sunday, May 24th, 2026. We've got a short window. I'm going to try to keep it down to 5 minutes today, I promise. We're on the tail end. I think today is the last day for D1 baseball, and it won't start up again. Well, the College World Series starts on June the 12th, and of course we'll keep you informed as we go. Welcome to the Swami Brothers channel. I say it every day. I am not a bot, and hopefully you're not a bot, and we can all just stay human. That'd be great. Here is the ugly truth, so to speak. Hello, and let's get right into it. Yesterday in the NBA, we did really well. Let me grab my notes. We didn't have any confidence yesterday. New York beat Cleveland 121-108, which is strange because Oklahoma City the other day before that beat San Antonio 123-108. So 108's an interesting number, but it doesn't really matter today. There's no confidence in it. We're leaning towards OKC on the data, and when I say we, there's no leaning here at all. We do everything based on statistical input, and when we see, if you're new to the channel, when we have three columns, we have winner, confidence, and losers. Basically, we'll go through each sport that we cover, and if we have a if we don't have confidence in it, then the separation between these two teams that we show could be as little as 1/100th of a point. You just don't know. We stay away from this. A lot of people are using information like this to make decisions, and when you do, you don't want to give them something that's so close that it's basically, a pick 'em. So in this case, no confidence, but the data leans towards Oklahoma City. If you're a big fan of Oklahoma City and you're curious, look up, go find 4 more people, more nerds just like me. We're out here everywhere, and see if we're all pointing in the same direction, and that'll be the safest thing you can do. Let's see, in the MLB yesterday, we had a couple of postponed games. Tampa Bay and New York Yankees got postponed. Detroit, Baltimore got postponed. We had 2 confidence picks yesterday. We went 1-1 on each, and we've got 2 confidence picks today. So Cubs and Diamondbacks. Swami, the algorithm's been really high on those 2 teams the last couple of days. So that'll be an interesting one to watch. I'm sorry. You would think coffee would have kicked in by now. And if you don't have any, I say get some. Okay. So why do we put all the other teams on here? Well, we put them on there because that's where the data leans. And I have favorite teams that I like, and they don't always win. And I like them whether they're winners or losers. I'm from Tennessee, so I'm a Titans fan. And anybody that watches the NFL knows that we've struggled the last couple of years, but it's going to be interesting. I still watch, even though I have built an algorithm that tells me, for the most part, what's going to happen. That being said, nothing's perfect, by the way, and I don't claim to be. There's loss built into this, so it's the kind of a system that would adjust for changes. And also, the most important thing, there are millions and millions of things that can change the outcome of an event between 2 humans. So if you run into somebody out there that says, oh, they've got the answer and it's behind a paywall and you need to give them a bunch of money each week to get this perfect information, I'm sure they're good. I'm not saying they're bad at what they do. I'm just saying that there's no such thing as perfect. Nobody hits 100%. Like Tiger Woods said, nobody goes out and shoots an 18 on a round of golf. It just hasn't happened. It's not going to happen. So that being said, let's move on to the NHL. Yesterday we went 1-0, And today we have a confidence pick. Now, the algorithm picked Colorado last time with confidence, and they lost. And I believe Vegas leads the series 2-0 right now. So, but there's something in the data that the Swami algorithm really likes for Colorado. So we have confidence there today. That would be, if I was making a decision, that's the one I would be making my own decision on. When I'm saying all this stuff, I don't know who the goalie is. Just like in baseball, I don't know the pitching rotation rosters right now. And really, the algorithm itself is so large that I couldn't tell you what it's going to say before it says it. But we win way more than we lose. So I definitely pay attention. The few times that I've been doing this, I've been working on this algorithm for 7 years. I've been posting publicly for 3. The few times that I had actually posted against the algorithm, where I came out and said, I don't know what Swami's seeing here, but I disagree based on injury or whatever, I was wrong both times publicly. So I pretty much just follow what the Swami algorithm says now. And he likes Colorado. So going into the WNBA, no, let's see, last night we were 2-1, no confidence picks. We don't have any confidence picks there today. The data, if you're a WNBA fan, the data's leaning towards Atlanta, New York, Seattle today. The interesting one about Atlanta and Phoenix, according to the differential in the output for this, it basically has that game at a tie. It's less than a tenth of a point difference between the two teams statistically, which is really interesting. So that'll be should be a good game. Other than that, no confidence there. Let's go with UFL. In the UFL yesterday, we went 0-1. There's one more week left in their season, which is interesting. That thing is, it's like cotton candy. It just disappeared. Today, the algorithm likes the Battlehawks. So if you're picking one now, if you're Kings fans, again, take a look at the data that's out there, and if we're all pointing in the same direction, it's the safest bet you're going to get. But today, the Battlehawks. That's the confidence pick. In MLS soccer, yesterday we were 2-1 for confidence picks. Today there's 3 events. I have to say this every time when I talk about the Major League Soccer. If you are just seeing this for the first time and you are excited to, maybe you have an app and you want to wager on soccer, there's something very important you need to know in the way that they deal with soccer wagers compared to all the other sports, is that the game has to be determined inside of regulation time. If it goes into overtime, even if the team that you bet on still wins, it doesn't count. You lost the bet. And if it ties, it's a loss. And if you're making wagers on ties, you have to tell them that, hey, I'm taking the draw wager. But typically, I don't really. It's the hardest thing in the world to actually figure out. I've talked to a bunch of people and looked at it a bunch of different ways, and soccer is just really, really elusive thing to track. But today, no confidence picks. Yesterday we had 3. We got 2 of them right. And yeah, it's leaning towards Philadelphia, Atlanta, and LA. In D1 baseball. So today is the last day of D1 baseball until June the 12th, which is when the College World Series starts. We weren't able to put every game on here. There were still some things on the schedule, and I get the schedule from d1baseball.com, so it's almost impossible for me to find this information anyplace else. They do a really good job over there, and what I don't put up is to be determined games. So the games that we're showing here today, which today is the first time I think in a long, long time this year that we haven't had any confidence picks in baseball. Yesterday we had two, and both those teams lost. So 0-2 yesterday, but 19 days until the College World Series. That's going to be really interesting to watch. And today, no confidence picks in baseball, but the the data's leaning towards everybody in the winner column here, and it's just not strong enough for it to actually say that it has confidence in it. That being said, again, happy Sunday. If you're doing these things, if you're making decisions where you're making what I call short-term, extremely high-risk investments, get as much data as you can. Find other people like me. There's a bunch of us out here, and put that information together. Check rosters. I don't know right now who's being held out, especially when football season starts up. Some of those decisions aren't made until right before the kickoff. So these are things that are important. We can get you really, really close without that information, but all of that information matters. So I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Happy Sunday, and yeah, please like and subscribe. Definitely need your help. Thank you.